Hello guys, this is the start of a new series, where I make horror films on prehistoric creatures. This is episode 1, The Tyrant. One night on January 6th, 2024, a zookeeper named Samson Scott was sleeping at the zoo when he heard a loud roar. At first he thought it was the lions getting angry, but then he heard a sound that made his blood run cold. And after that there was a loud banging sound. He looked at the cameras and saw that the elephant enclosure was busted down. Someone or something is in there with the elephants. He heard trumpeting and roars from there, and then he saw a large moving thing, dragging one of the elephants out. Later that night he slept with one eye open. The next day he called the police and the rest of the zoo, and some paleontologists, telling them what he saw. They then calmed both him and the elephants down, and their lead paleontologist named Robert Jackson. He examined the scene and found a large tooth. Laying on the ground, he then realized what animal has such a tooth. He confirmed that it was a Tyrannosaurus rex, he then says. It's large, strong, smart, and deadly. Everyone else were terrified, dumbfounded, and suspicious of the climb. But it was backed up by the fact that there was large footprints on the ground.
They then agreed to set a base at the woods of British Columbia, where it happened.
After 4 hours of setting camp there with their weapons and vehicles there, they then put out some trail cams to record the movement of the Rex. They then checked it out the next day, and there they saw a grizzly bear running away from something, and they saw the Rex chasing after it. They also saw it holding a dead moose in its jaws, and walked off with it. Later, the second paleontologist named Ashley May went to go get some more water down by a stream. When she was getting some water, she heard footsteps closing in on her. She took cover under a dead tree and a few logs.
She knew it was the Trex.
She then heard him lifting the dead tree, and he walks off with it. When she is running back to her group, she turns around and sees him staring into her soul. He then turns back and continues walking away. She then runs back to her group and tells them everything. Robert calms her down, telling her that everything will be okay. Later that night, everyone is sleeping with their guns. Then there's a loud crashing sound. A D-car alarm goes off. The Trex has found the camp. He starts killing people there, and he knocks Robert to the ground. Just when it looks like Robert's gonna get eaten, there's a honking sound. There's a helicopter and a truck. The truck tries to run the Trex over, but the Trex knocks it down. After that, the helicopter shoots the Trex several times with tranquilizer darts. The Trex feels dizzy, then he collapsed to the ground. He's out cold.
They then start to bring him onto the truck and drive off.
They then put him in their facility where they research him and look after him.